Well, hello everyone, and welcome to this episode of The Collective. I am your Dungeon Master, Raymond Hickey. I'm joined by the usual cast and crew, Mason, Brian, and Amy, and their respective alternate D&D personalities. um, so we're back from last week's Happy Hour special, which I think was pretty fun.
That was a blast. We need to do that again at some point.
Yes, so, let us know, give us suggestions on like mini games like that. We'll look into it, and maybe we'll make it a regular thing. But we need you guys to tell us. So email us.
Tell us what to do.
At packtactics@gmail.com. Remember, it's packed with a T. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us here in the comments section on Twitch and YouTube. Let us know. Like and comment on last week's Happy Hour video if you want to see more of it, so we can see it and we can boost it and we can do more there. And while you're there liking and subscribing and following and all that, I would just do it for the other videos too, because we enjoy doing this for you guys. So I think Brian should let us in on what happened last time we played, since he is again a new self.
To be honest, I'm a little foggy.
I was gonna say, pick on the sick guy.
Yeah, because last week I was out sick.
Yep. All right.
So the last time we played was 2 weeks ago for me.
All right. Well,
I can do it.
Okay, Mason, go for it.
Okay. So, where we had last left off, Nuki had apparently gone through like his 6th puberty and came out as Elieon, son of Corellon. Probably mispronounced that.
Corellian.
But turns out that somehow in this last reincarnation, Nuki reverted back to his original, I guess, core soul, which was that of an elf. A star elf, nonetheless. We discovered a bunch of things about kind of this tree, everything that was going on. That there is a Taurusk that sleeps beneath this mountain and needs to be contained. And that they also are, unfortunately, having to also contain group of beholders, which were also seeking to wake the Taurusk and somehow, I guess, take control of it to wreak havoc upon the world. The druids, though, had a means of being able to contain it, and despite protests and despite attempts to offer alternatives, Punchline allowed the druids to sacrifice themselves, or at least the elder druid and his son, to reinvigorate the lock, the seal upon this mountain. They departed from there, having received their reward from Carl, and the entire mining operation was basically going to be shut down. They returned to once again fill out paperwork at the collective, because Elieon needs a whole new set of paperwork proving who he is, who he was, all that sort of stuff, made all the more difficult by the fact that he no longer remembers who he used to be, which has been an emotionally traumatizing event for Hagatha, who, as of this moment, has had her best friend Thane vanish into the unknown without saying goodbye, her best friend Nuki vanish into this elf without any explanation as to why, and is basically sort of been left alone, but with a bunch of new people. Regardless, information was shared. The information on the Taurusk was shared with the collective. They were informed that it'd probably be best to talk and negotiate with the druids about it. And where we last left off, Elieon had gotten new requisitions for some of his items and was sorting through his old room while Hagatha having been confronted by the worship of the frogs, and discovering that her ex-boyfriend somehow found her in an interdimensional space outside of time to leave a love letter, has now decided to become a lush at the bar.
Yeah, she's just trying to forget at the moment. It's not the way to go about it, but she doesn't know what else to do.
It's role play. It's not necessarily we're going to be healthy.
No. Just want to point that out.
So we find ourselves in the collective, the Punchline's apartment facility. Agatha drinking at the bar.
Heavily.
Elon in his new room trying to figure that one out. The scene is yours. What would you guys like to do?
Sidebar. I thought it was pronounced Tarask.
It's Tarask, Tarasque, whatever.
Okay. Because I was very
Big
confused.
giant lizard screaming at me. There's a variety of interpretations depending upon where you're from.
Kaiju.
Gojira!
Some people just spell it as ah.
Gojira.
Excuse me while I go run back to the mine and don't ask me questions.
Ask it. Hey, Mr. Taras, I'm sorry to disturb your sleep. I just need to know, how do you pronounce your name?
Bob.
Can I join you on a fiery rampage through Tokyo, please?
Mothra! Mothra!
Oh, great, now I gotta go binge watch some Godzilla movies. Oh, I'm gonna have all the time after tomorrow.
Alright. After having dropped Elieon off in his room and warning him about needles and the importance of using safety gloves, also having handed him a mask too, like a proper like facial mask, because who knows what's in there. Go out to Agatha sitting at the bar, kind of sit down next to her awkwardly, because he's not really too much on deep emotional conversation. Not that he doesn't want to be supportive, he's just not good at it. So, what are you drinking?
Liquor. Honestly, it's whatever I can find that was hard enough. And that's definitely hard enough. Ugh.
I don't drink that often. I can't really give too much to this.
I think at this point she's had maybe 2 really heavy drinks, and she's starting to feel it a little. So she.
Did you want to? Checking notes on how to socialize. Did you want to talk about it?
Don't strain yourself so much. It's just. With Nuki now gone, what does that mean? Who do we follow now? Like, is it me? Like,
well, in accordance with protocol, you are the senior-most member. You are allowed to ask for help and guidance. So you're not in this alone, right? You're supposed to be. Yes, you're not in this alone.
I barely keep myself together. How am I supposed to keep a group of people together? Clearly it's not working out, because everybody I've met who I started with here is now gone. Like, in one way, shape, or form. And...
But to be fair...
And then there's frickin' Joe. Frickin' Joe. How the... you tell them once, you tell them a million times, and yet they still want to end up in the sack. And it's like, no, the sack is not more for you anymore. You need to move on. What's up?
Is sack a euphemism?
Maybe. I mean, I do have an actual sack, and she shows him the
Right.
sack that says boyfriend sack right on it.
I was wondering what that was, because you carry it around everywhere, but I've never really seen you use it for anything. I thought it was part of your interrogation skills.
No, it's for potential boyfriends. You know, you see a really cute guy who's probably got a lot of money and stuff, potentially, because that's usually the ones you want to go for, because then you want to be taken care of later on. And she just starts talking really fast, and then just like explaining, you know, that she does clearly she doesn't understand like how to go about meeting others, or at least of the opposite gender. And
I think Greg would try a couple times to interject, but I'd probably just keep steamroll right over him, and he'd eventually just kind of sit there quietly and nod.
Oh yeah, no, she's on a tangent. And because she's just like, the second she mentioned Joe, old Joe, he it just like brought up a lot of frustrations and stuff. It's just like, and then made her think of all the times that other like creatures have created cults around her, and she like, that's not what she wants. And she just, and then she thinks about the frogs. It's like, and the frogs, like, I just wanted a nice cute pond to be able to live in and have some cute frogs that, you know, yeah, they can have a couple of nice amenities and stuff, but not an entire society that worships me for whatever freaking reason. I don't know what's so great about me. I'm just...
They really reached the stage of religion. That's amazing. I need to make note of that. Sorry, carry on.
You messed with my frogs, right?
Well, I
can't remember if Hagatha knows if you did stuff to the pond.
the new algae I put in there came from a particularly interesting plane. I thought it's something you might enjoy, but it does have a habit to create a sort of symbiotic relationship with some of the creatures that inhabit with it, and can gift them with intelligence.
Well, guess what, bud? It worked. And now she's just a tiny bit frustrated towards Greg, but also eventually she collects herself and like, he didn't mean it. It's just, he was trying to do something nice, but it's just added to her everything. And then she just takes a deep swig, of which mine is water.
So I guess it is true that females experience a great deal of emotion simultaneously.
Whatever gave you that idea?
Well, I do actually have some data if you want to take
it. It was rhetorical.
Right,
or,
of course. Right.
I used that word right. Rhetorical.
Sorry, I'm not good on social cues.
I mean, neither am I, but...
Can I do anything to help?
If you ever run into a dude named Old Joe, just tell him I died.
Okay.
Because clearly I heal stuff. I want to know how the frick he found me here. I have to talk to Echo about this later, but until then, I just need a solid night's sleep, and the frogs to stop worshiping me as a god. And I think that's a good place to start.
I can go talk to the frogs if you like.
A sentence I never thought I'd hear in my life. Then again, I've seen some weird shit, so just add that to the list.
Greg will, if she doesn't like say anything else within like the next 20 seconds, he's going to stand up and start walking over towards the solarium to head in there and talk to the frogs about to pull back on the worship a little bit.
Does she say anything?
No, I don't think I think she's kind of clocked out at the moment, and she's just going back to her drink.
Yeah, he very awkwardly stands up, the whole scraping stool across the floor thing, and kind of starts walking over in that direction. Heads in the solarium, heads for the pond. And we can RP this if you want, but
we can dive in just a little.
all right. Attention. What do you guys call yourselves?
Hagthorians, good sir.
Right. Attention, Hagthorians. Her most glorious eminence, Hagatha, Queen of the Sea, bringer of glorious light and resplendence, as a commandment for you through me, her herald. Greg.
Interesting name for a herald.
Harold Greg.
So, okay, are you judging
Harold.
The Herald of Hagatha?
Nope, just making an observation.
Right. Thus commandeth Hagatha, the great sea witch, creator and bringer of pond scum, pull back on the worship a little. I don't need statues. I don't need constant praise and recognition. Live your lives as you see fit. Only come to me if there's a problem. Otherwise, leave me alone. That is all.
Oh dear, that's going to create chaos.
Probably also don't murder each other. Good place to start. Make sure you follow the OSHA standards.
The OSHA standards are bylaws, so yes.
Right, just make sure they don't create just mass murder for religious purposes.
I'm getting there.
That's really all I want at this point.
No mass murder, no witch trials, or not witch trial. Don't just murder people out of nowhere. Just gonna go with that.
There's more than one God.
Well, I would like
ease them into it. We need to ease them into it.
Well, I would say we are a civilized society. We would just meet and discuss this in committee. How dare you think less of us? Good day to you, Harold.
Things go.
But well, it's just
you see one frog just splash into the water, quite promptly.
Do we have a little post?
I said good day.
All I can picture now is a frog with a pope hat and robes.
All right. With that, walk back out. I give Hagatha the thumbs up through the doorway. One less problem.
Cool. All right.
Is there anything else I can do to help you out? Not that you need the assistance of a man or anyone really. I'm not sexist.
No. Greg, you're trying too hard.
Right.
But I appreciate it.
Right. Just let me know if you need anything.
Food would probably be a good idea right now. It's like starting to.
Oh, the boar statue over there makes waffles. There is this bronze boar statue which is sitting on the counter.
Oh,
that
yeah.
does looks like it has buttons on it.
Waffles sound awesome. Sweet.
Yeah, just pour the flour into the mouth over there.
I have to do it myself. I thought it just dispensed waffles.
Well, I think it's been a while since I put flour in there. I kind of used it a lot last time, and no one ended up eating the waffles. But it would work great. It works great. Just don't stand directly behind it.
Why? As she stands directly behind it.
He hands you a plate while you stand directly behind. Just hold it up like that. And as it starts processing, waffles shoot out the backside.
Sweet. We got chocolate chips.
He takes the plate from you, puts it underneath the boar statue. It reaches under, twists something, and you see little chocolate chips drop out from the top.
Score.
Oh, and if you need syrup, just squeeze here, and it'll work.
Ooh. What about whipped cream?
That I haven't added in. Give me 30 minutes.
No. This is fine. And she just goes and like eats a bunch of waffles, and then eventually she's gonna get very sleepy and probably go to bed.
So while all of these shenanigans are going on, Elieon, what are you doing in your new room?
Well, I took this bag of holding that I have with me, and I turn it inside out.
All the contents everywhere.
Yeah, that might have been a bad idea. There's a lot of stuff. Like there's gems and paintings, this black flower. I think this might be alcohol. And then there's a deck of cards, but every few have this weird mark on them. There's documents for other people. There's silver bars, swords. I don't know what to do with any of this stuff.
All this money, and I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, honestly, I have no use for money. It's not something that I've ever had to use before. So I will take all of it, including the bag of holding, and just push it outside the door.
Like you would a pair of shoes or something.
Very, very happy.
Just make sure Agatha gets her bag of holding back.
Oh, it's out in the hallway. Like in our dorm area, you just see like all this stuff
It's
like
just a pile
getting
of stuff.
left out. It's like a yard sale in the hallway.
The free sign on it. I don't know what any of this is. Free.
Not mine. You can have it.
I think before Agatha actually officially goes to bed, she sees Elieon doing this, and she's like, "Hey, what you doing?"
Oh, I have all this stuff that apparently was, well, I guess mine, but it's not mine. And I don't know. I mean, I feel like if you guys want it, you guys can have it. It means more to you guys than it does to me.
Yeah, I just put it all back in the bag. I'll take the bag.
Oh, there was one more thing that I don't know if it would mean anything, but I raise my arm up, and an owl familiar comes and lands on my arm. I named him Nuki, if it'll make you feel better. I know it's not a snake, but
Agatha like sees the owl and just kind of tries really hard not to just start bawling her eyes out, because she's just like so like she's drunk, so she's got no self-control, and yeah, she just kind of starts crying a little bit. I'm like, yeah, that.
Oh, and I found this other paperwork. It has your name and your house thane. um, on it, and Nuki, but it looks like it's a deed, so you can have that and a bank receipt deposit for something in Neverwinter that I don't know. He must have deposited there.
Yeah, that would be the inn we have together as a group.
Well, I mean, you should have it. It doesn't have Greg's name on it, but I mean, it has yours. So
Yeah, just for now, just go ahead and put it in the bag. And like again, Hagatha's trying to hold it together, and
I'll
yeah,
just start putting all the stuff back into the bag of holding.
yeah, and
yeah.
All right, so Agatha, you have your bag of holding back with all of this stuff in it.
And she's like hugging it like really close, just thinking like all the adventures and stuff she had with Thane and Nuki and stuff, and just thinking like I'm never gonna see those guys again, and just kind of walk off back to her space and just kind of lay down and then probably softly cry. Just because she's just so incredibly overwhelmed with everything, and she doesn't know what to do with herself, and she's drunk and, you know, overly emotional, I think, and just like, yeah.
So I think if there's anything else anyone else wants to do, we can, but it's, we can assume everyone's going to start winding down and wants to check off that long rest button.
Actually, one question I had, this is more just housekeeping.
Okay.
So from the chest from Carl, we got 20 raw gold bars and 10 raw bars of adamantine.
Mm-hmm.
How much does each bar of adamantine weigh?
Oh, a pound or so.
Oh, damn. Okay, carry on. Hoping to be more weight because that means I had a bigger bar of adamantine and then I could make something from that. But
all right, so if nobody else would like to do anything, we can go ahead and check off that long rest.
Yay! Fuck yeah! Yeah, man.
While you all rest, Elieon, you eventually get comfortable and you settle in for your trance, and you start replaying everything that's happened. It's you've woken up. You replay the meeting with Corellion. You replay the mountain and the things that happened there, and then coming into the room. But you very successful first trance. However, I will say this is your first one, and there's so much that you're still getting used to it. Instead of the 4 hours, it takes an 8-hour period for you to get this trance. Grigorovich, you fall asleep fairly easily and quickly. You have dreams of designing things and inspiring and how thin can you make adamantine and it still be structurally sound?
Is there a way you could structurally make this work where you could get a full plate armor of adamantine?
Agatha, you don't have any dreams this night. It is out cold, and next thing you know, you wake up. So
yep.
That is the next morning. You all wake up at your own leisures and time, and you can start your day.
Greg goes out to the solarium and does some exercises because he hasn't done anything for a while, and he's starting to feel like the lack of muscle.
You hear spirited conversation coming from the pond.
I think at some point at the middle of the night, they probably woke her up, and she's like, "Guys, shh. go back to sleep.
You hear indistinct voices of like, then if we can't follow this her, who do we follow? And there's croaking and ribbiting and just just conversations of debate and stuff, and it doesn't sound discordant. It sounds healthy, rigorous. You've changed the society by asking back off the worship, so they're trying to figure out how to move forward.
Yeah. Okay, all the power to you guys. And she meanders on to find some coffee or actually, you know what? Tea. She wants tea. Nice piping hot cup of tea with, some honey and like some like rolls or something, just to put something in her stomach.
Easy enough to find at the
Yep.
bar. This bar you have is a full-service, semi-automated kitchen. I say semi-automated because Greg is in the middle of upgrades.
It's like a chunk in the wall where everything has been ripped out.
Caution tape because it's a hazard or something.
Do not use the Mr. Coffee. It will explode.
Oh, good thing I don't want coffee this morning. Ugh.
Speaking of coffee, Elieon missed an item in his, putting.
Oh, the
putting out
coffee mug!
I found this thing of coffee. New
Oh my
body
god.
needs caffeine.
He's freaking wired.
You are.
Ew.
Yeah. How many cups can I have in this thing?
Infinite.
It's an infinite supply.
Yeah, it refills after you pour it, so.
So it's however much you can drink.
Well, it's delicious, and he's been drinking it nonstop. He comes out of his room and he's ready to go.
As he walks towards you, he starts shifting into a blue shift, and then when he walks away, it's a red shift. Because he's just vibrating so much.
Oh, does he approach Hagatha?
Yes.
She puts a hand out in front of her, like towards Elieon, and be like, "Dude, you're up here. I need you down here."
Oh, okay. Well, do you have you had this before? Have you had this stuff? Do you want some?
Oh, how much of this have you drank?
I don't know. I don't know. And he holds up a tankard. And he goes, I don't know.
Okay.
7?
Never-ending coffee.
7 of these?
Oh, so you're gonna want to lay down and wait for your heart to stop racing.
It's racing?
Most likely. Most likely. I also suggest maybe eating something or something very like cheese. You're gonna want some cheese or something.
What's
Just
cheese?
Oh boy, you really don't know. It
Hold on,
comes.
I gotta go do something. And he just
Just see an after image fading out of view, and he's
Yeah.
at your
No.
doorpost.
It's not even. He didn't run away. He literally vanished.
Oh, this is. Oh boy. Hey,
Good
hurry
morning,
back.
Hagatha. Isn't it
Ah,
a beautiful
Greg, hi.
day? Oh, it feels so good to actually exercise. Get the blood moving early in the morning. Would you like a banana?
No.
More for me.
Just like I told Elieon, you're up here. I need you down here. Um. Mm.
Sorry, I haven't gotten a good exercise in a couple weeks. Wasn't really able to do anything when we were on the boat, and then we immediately left onto another thing. So it feels good to finally stretch and get the blood moving through your veins.
Yeah, but you're really loud right now.
I'm sorry. I'm a naturally loud person.
Yeah, I realized. And talking to the frogs helped a little. They seem to be working on something, but
Wait,
they,
did you say frogs? What are frogs?
We have a society of frogs developing in the other room. They
Ah.
did worship Hagatha for a good while. I told them last night that they should pull back on that for a bit. And give it a few days, and then I'm going to tell them there is no God, and they ought to just stick to building civilization properly.
Hagatha realizes the two of them are like at the same level, so I'm like, yeah, why don't you go show him the frogs?
Oh, certainly I can go show him the frogs. Do you ever do morning calisthenics?
Is this calisthenics?
No, that's
Coffee.
coffee.
That's coffee.
We'll need to have drink some water before you do any morning calisthenics. Come on, I'll show you. Come, we can go.
Maybe
see the
give him
frogs.
some cheese or something to help keep
Here's a
things
banana.
together, so to speak.
Peel the skin off of the banana first, and then eat it.
So as Greg
So
and
he peels the skin off the banana, throws the banana away, and starts eating the skin.
No. We'll work on this.
Oh,
That doesn't
God.
sound very
We're
good.
walking into the solarium.
So as those two are walking into the solarium, Agatha, you turn around to your tea, and there's a very, very well-dressed frog sitting next to your tea.
Ah. Okay. Please tell me it's a hallucination. Please tell me it's a hallucination. I'm not seeing a frog.
Actually, I am quite real, thank you very much.
Oh, okay. Certainly not the weirdest thing I've seen all day, but okay. Yeah. Hi.
My name is Cornelius Lilypad, and I am a representative of the frogs of the pond.
Okay.
After a long spirited night of debate, which I apologize if we got too loud, we have all decided as a society with the following new way forward. We are still going to hold you in high regard, but we agree that maybe the deity level we place you at might have been a little extreme. You will be a figure of inspiration to the society, is what we've decided, along with your herald, Greg, or whatever. But we have decided to focus on society and magic and science. With that being said, for providing us with inspiration and knowledge, therefore, of magic itself by your mere presence, we wish to offer you a gift.
Oh, you don't need to do that.
And he hands out this tiny little scroll.
Oh.
And you open it up and read, and set you something in chat.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So once a day.
Oh, fun.
That's a once a day thing.
Oh my god.
Is she able to summon frogs once a day?
Swarm of frogs.
Swarm of frogs.
Medium swarm of tiny beasts. Armor class 14, hit points, Amphibious. The swarm of green frogs can breathe air and water. Poisonous skin. A creature that touches the swarm hits it with a melee attack while The swarm can occupy another creature's space and vice versa, and the swarm can move through any open range, though open range enough for a tiny frog. Swarm can't regain hit points or gain temporary. They can bite.
So they
and
put an army at her disposal, basically.
So
You have a papal army.
so the fun thing is this they can attack, but they can also do things for you. Because it's an intelligent swarm, you can send them into attack, or you can set them loose and cause chaos.
They have dark vision, up to 60 feet. And they are immune to pretty much everything.
They're more powerful than you.
Condition immunities: charmed, frightened, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, restrained, stunned. Damage immunities: they're immune to poison.
And they're resistant to bludgeoning,
and piercing.
Because they're a swarm creature.
Nuki used to be immune to poison.
Nuki used to be a 1T.
Nuki used to be a lot of things.
Many-legged kicks. Recharge sick. The frogs in the swarm kick at the same time. Each creature in the swarm space must succeed on a DC 14 dexterity save throw or be knocked prone. If the creature is prone in the swarm's space, it takes 9
or
2d8 or 2d8 poison damage. Oh, okay. The way it didn't say or, it just has like 9 parentheses 2d8.
9 is the average.
Oh, okay.
But what's pretty cool
so basically
is their bite. They do 4d6 on a bite.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's a bunch of frogs all jumping up and biting at the same time. Yeah.
Oh. So you now have that.
That's freaking awesome.
I thank you very much for this. I will make sure I put it to good use.
Yes, and
as she kind of like tries to roll it back up the best she can and kind of puts it in like a pocket somewhere.
Yes.
I have a. Sorry,
madam. That is you summon us once a day at your will, and if there's any projects or things did, you could also let us know, because we will be evolving, spending our time and efforts into magic and science studies. So if you need any assistance, let us know.
Will do.
Yes. He
bows again.
Bows a froggy bow and.
His name was Cornelius Lilypad, right?
Cornelius Lilypad.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think right before he leaves and stuff, she thanks him for understanding, because she's just another person. She's never was this almighty being, or at least that she can remember, but that's for another time. Because it would explain a lot of why there's so many cults that pop up around her. Again, another time.
So
yeah,
we're going to go into about a week and a half of downtime here,
which is weird. And I think at that point, Hagatha's getting really antsy, needs to get out.
Yes. So, Elieon, at the behest of the collective itself, and probably Greg, you do spend a lot of time in libraries and other and centers, and you start to learn. And at this time, you notice while you're doing this, some things that were complete blanks to you fill in. Like, you get some euphemisms. You understand that, some basic items. You're still new and figuring it out, but your knowledge base is more solid. It'll feel as fluid as you once did. Attack Kitty.
It's my own fault.
Marcus.
No! Again. My own fault. I have no one to blame but myself. He was just being cute and fuzzy, and I had to torment him.
Yes.
And then he torments back.
So, in this week, if you want to get any projects started, let me know.
I think Agatha tries to talk to Arrow about how old Greg was able to find where in like
I'm old Greg.
kind of constantly on edge and thinking that he's gonna just pop out of somewhere and just like that whole thing just kind of
okay, she goes on to explain that he had encountered collective agents and had figured it out and had done, she explains that yes, there's a secret society, but there's some, it's never foolproof. And he managed to get an agent to pass a letter on to you, and that
so he was never actually on base.
He was never actually on station, but he now knows that he can get letters to you, and the collective now knows to kind of filter those because not cool.
It's no cool, bro. It's no cool. No chill on that man.
But she does go, we do have a package, though, that did arrive before the whole mail thing. If you wanted it, we can have it delivered, or we can jettison it out into space.
It's a cat. Does it wiggle?
Nope, it's a package.
Yeah, you can fit a kitten in that. Sweet, innocent kitten.
Curiosity gets to Hagatha.
It also gets to the cat.
Exactly.
You open it up, and it is a burlap sack.
Closes it back up and be like, yeah.
There was a note attached to it if you wanted to read it or not.
Okay, I'll read it. just to she'd be like, I mean, okay. So seeing it's a burlap sack, she kind of gets excited because she kind of forgets like who it was from and stuff, and like, ooh, new sack, who this? And like opens it out and then sees the note, and what does the note say?
It says, to my beloved Hagatha, a sack big enough for two.
Oh, she crumples that
burn it with fire.
And puts it back in the box and be like, yep, no, this can go.
You looked at the sack real quick, and it is the shoddiest sew job you've ever seen. Literally, someone cut two bags in half and sewed them together.
See if they need this in the kitchen for trash.
Very well.
Trash bag.
Very well, we will dispose of it.
Thanks.
So this, Greg, is there anything you wanted to do in this week and a half?
Greg wants to make a gun.
Okay.
So, what Greg would probably start off trying to build essentially a laser pistol. His background as an engineer would kick in, and what I actually want to have him make is a pistol with a little bit of a chaotic element to it, where if you'll allow me to kind of give specifications for what I want.
Yeah.
Same damage dice as like a laser pistol, but every morning it's a different damage type. So I roll for a different damage type each
Okay.
morning. That little bit of chaos tossed in there.
All right, so let's roll. We'll do 2 rolls.
Okay.
We're gonna do be intelligence based, plus your proficiency to first make the pistol.
Okay. Guys, it's the first roll of the night.
Yay! Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna grab some water. Be right back.
That could be better. Fifth. Is this utilizing a tool proficiency perchance?
Oh yeah, I'd be using your combination of blacksmith and tinkerers and.
Okay. So that's intelligence plus proficiency, plus I have a fire rune equipped to me, so that doubles tool proficiency. So that's 18.
18. You have successfully made yourself a laser pistol,
Huzzah.
but you also know this is the first one you've ever made.
It might explode if I use it. Okay.
All right. And I would say it just meets the qualifications of materials used to take enchantment. So this will be Arcana, is to get the elemental in there.
The kind of chaotic element
the
that I'm
chaos
looking for.
Yep.
Okay. You know what? No, I'm still trusting. I'm trusting this one. I want to trust this one. That is better. Not 21, 19.
19. You put the runes in. You saw the magic kind of take it. You felt the wobble. Looks and feels enchanted.
Huzzah! I go take it to the shooter grade.
Okay.
And to kind of test it out.
All right. So let's see what element decides to burst forth.
Okay. So, in terms of elements, there's radiant, necrotic, thunder, force, fire, ice, poison.
Wind, air. No.
Don't start saying.
Sorry. Sorry.
Cold.
I feel like there's 8. What's
You
the
said
8th?
ice. Cold.
Cold, fire, lightning, necrotic, radiant, force, poison,
Thunder,
and acid.
Okay. So that's 8?
Yeah.
Technically thunder, but thunder is also force damage, so.
Got it. Gosh dang it, I need to actually write that down. Someone do something else.
Why don't you make it imbued with Chaos Bolt? Because that's a random.
Oh yeah, I can actually just look at that.
Yeah,
that has all those damage types.
Yep. Just use that for now.
Just use the Chaos Bolt table. Okay.
So, Elieon, between your studies and what, is there anything that sparks your interest? Something that catches your eye, or?
Yeah. But no.
All right. Just study.
I mean, I was reading this book, and this book mentioned something about the robes of the Archmagi.
I have the list of the types of damage, if that helps anybody.
Yeah, I got it. So there's actually 10 altogether.
So
first one's that's a 9, so that's radiant damage.
all right.
It works like a laser pistol.
Yep. Go ahead and make an attack roll with it.
Natural one.
Oh,
Good thing you're practicing.
Yeah.
oh. What is the stats on a laser pistol?
3d6.
3d6.
Mm-hmm.
Make a dexterity saving throw, please.
I'm so good at those. 12.
12. You'll take 14 points of radiant damage, and the laser pistol is now broken.
He gets excited because failure is a sign of potential progress.
So you have a broken laser pistol with you. As you say, that will take you your week and a half to build and make and get magic infused to it. So you can start repairing it later on.
Oh yeah.
So.
Okay.
I probably would have made my room my own.
Okay. I mean that makes sense. You have your own space and.
Yeah. So what I imagine that I would have had done, is when you step into my room, it's like you're stepping into the astral plane, but what it is just effects on the wall to make it seem like it's a much bigger, like extra dimensional space, but it's not.
Okay. With the help of this new fantastic woman that just is around you named Arrow, the concept of an AI
She is the sweetest lady.
Yeah. The concept of AI is still kind of fuzzy. You're able to use projection and illusion, and you make this space spectacular. It looks a lot like the border around our screen.
Which I imagine for like Greg and Hagatha, if they ever walk in there, because I'm not sure if they would have gone into that room yet, would have been probably disorienting.
I don't think we ever went into Nuki's room.
No.
Oh, and I try to sneak off and visit the frogs as often as I can because they're so fascinating.
Yes.
And I try to show them magic because that's all I know. So they
love that.
They may or may not know a few cantrips at this point.
Yep. You teach them, they teach you a little bit. It's a fast growing friendship between you and the frogs.
Yeah, mold earth and shape water is probably not the best thing to teach them, but it's happening.
I probably at some point have handed off like old engineering textbooks to them.
So they can look
through.
Science and magic, what could go wrong?
Oh yeah, the society has made impressive advancements in this week and a half. But one evening, as you're all sitting in your your common area, having a meal, there's a knock at the door.
1, 2, 3, knock.
I'll get it.
What's that? What was that?
That was someone is at the front door. They were knocking on the door. It's a standard cultural means of being able to announce that you are present without necessarily intruding upon a space.
Oh, should I be doing that?
Yes.
I think during the week, Hagatha's tried to like help teach Elieon things.
I'm sorry, Hagatha. I didn't know I was supposed to knock.
We've dodged a couple bullets. At least the last few times when he walked in on me, I was wearing a towel. But do knock from now on. I go and answer the door.
I don't know why he's embarrassed. I wear robes too.
So there is
some people are more shy than others.
A fire genasi man standing at the door.
Do I recognize him?
You do know him as one of a mission controller, and he is known as Falame.
Filame?
Falame. So it's Flame. His name is Flame, but he pronounces it special because Fire Genasi.
Flame.
Yeah, I'm a Fire Genasi named Flame. Like, come on.
Agatha,
Oh,
Agatha, look at his hair. Look at his hair. It's fire. Hey, watch this. Watch
Flame,
this.
correct?
I use the spell Control Flames to turn his hair into like a mohawk.
He looks at you and he snaps his hair goes back.
Sorry.
Do it again.
Would you like to come in for food? We were just sitting down for a meal of watery spaghetti. Agatha was cooking tonight.
Well,
I do it again, and I make his hair look like Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons.
I was gonna say pigtails. This is fun.
This is the
Nuki,
mischief side of
Nuki,
Nuki
make a
coming through.
Oh, not Nuki. Elieon, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Is this a charm condition?
No.
Not charmed, no.
Okay. That is wisdom saving throw. Ooh, actually, that's really good. That's a 23.
Ooh.
You feel your body tense for a second, and you just walk it off, and because he casts Hold Person on you, he's like, stop.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm done.
Thank you.
As I shake my hands, his hair twirls a little. I was still in the middle of casting it.
Yeah. It's like, as I was saying, it is your turn. You guys have come up on mission. But I do need to give you... this mission comes with equipment and rules and a briefing beforehand that you can go on. I can come back in a little while if y'all want to eat dinner first, or I can explain it now.
Well, would you care to join us?
No,
I know you boys tend to be very busy and very active. When was the last time you had a home-cooked meal?
Surprisingly, red spaghetti sauce gives me the worst heartburn ever.
Oh, don't worry. It's watery spaghetti. It's just the pasta in water. Don't think about it.
It's just
I'm good.
pasta, just buttery noodles.
I think I'll be okay. So, this particular place we are sending you to, it is, well, Miss Agatha, it is your home world. We are sending you to Etheros.
Ooh, we're going to your house.
Let's all go to my house.
Now, I'm sure Miss Agatha here will be able to provide you with better details when appropriate, but this is a world where magic is essentially forbidden.
Yeah.
There aren't really elves. There aren't really elves, and there are definitely not half orcs.
They're not very nice to other races other than humans. There's a reason why I lived alone in a swamp.
Right. So he hands you all these collar-like devices. These are from our R&D department. They are masks of a sort, a mask necklace. They will give you the appearance of human peasant types. They are good for a 20-hour period before you have to turn them off and back on again. And while they're off, you can change the appearance as needed. So we also want to caution you against using magic openly. You will be
It doesn't end well.
prosecuted, killed even. In most cases, even the smallest of cantrips will end you up with a life sentence all the way to the noose. So if you want to cast spells, be careful. Now, normally we don't send many people to this plane because magic isn't there. But what is there is an odd technology that we seem to have encountered. Now, we do have someone on the ground who is an ally. He isn't a member, but he is an ally. He knows of our existence, but has decided that other family obligations keep him there, and he cannot devote the time he needs to his family and the collective. In fact, he's the one that has brought this to our attention. Apparently, someone has been mutating beast and man and setting them loose on the local population. We are interested in how he is mutating beast and man. We also wish to stop this process to protect.
I just had horrible flashbacks of the Full Metal Alchemist. If you know, you know.
So.
Play?
Edward?
So your objective is to, if you encounter any of these particular beasts, is to end their suffering and their miserable existence. Find the person who's doing it. Either capture or kill them, preferably end them, but remove, with these tags, he hands you these beacon-like tags. Tag any equipment necessary in his laboratory or however he's doing it, and it will all be shunted back here into a safe and secure lab where we will study it, figure out what he's doing, record it, and I do have kind of a note from one of the archmages there that it most likely will end up being destroyed. Do you have any questions about this particular mission?
Who's the contact?
The contact on the ground is a gentleman by the names of James Barlow.
I don't know why, but something deep down inside of me says he's kind of an asshole. I know, it's a very primal feeling.
He has a cover in place as, believe it or not, Inquisitor, designed to hunt magic and magical beasts. So he has asked for assistance in this nature.
Ray, I feel like this is cheating. Why do you get to play your character and we don't?
Behind the curtain, I was scraping for ideas. As you guys know, I've had a really busy week, and this is what I got.
No, I understand.
No, it's fair. I think
feel like it's unfair. I want Gavin to be there.
Narrock would get a little buddy so quickly because they both just want to be friends with people.
Aww. Oh my gosh, that would be.
Would be good.
Yeah.
But
oh, you're a big guy. Hi.
Agatha would end up trying to shove Gavin into a bag. He's an elf, he's a noble, and he's gorgeous.
He's a noble, you say. Yeah, she makes sure she has her sack with her. And she always has her sack with her.
Yeah, he's a noble. That's cute. I'm the son of a god.
But you're like a baby. to
Yeah.
heck. You're like this
I'm
child.
only a
sheep.
few days old.
Exactly. So it's just like, you don't even, you like just literally gave Hagatha all the money that Nuki had previously.
Agatha is
And
now the richest person in the game.
yeah.
Yes. Yes, she is.
Oh.
Hagatha can buy us all out.
Seriously. So,
Buy myself all the shiny things.
so do you all have any questions or anything about this particular mission? You'll be leaving in the morning. There's not a giant rush, but we do need you to get you there.
I'm vaguely familiar with the Etheresian continent. Where exactly are we going to be landing? What country?
Southeast, the Castanelli,
Oh, Castellan province. Please keep your eye on Elieon. He will be burned at the stake.
Now,
Yeah, Elieon, make sure you don't ever take this thing off.
What's this thing?
Help. The thing that helps disguise you. This place will kill you for just existing.
Just being magic, yeah. Any kind of magic.
There's a reason
I'm
why
literally
I haven't
all
been.
magic.
Yeah, don't tell anybody that.
well, we are aware of this area and their disdain for magic. So you will be put in. You will be meeting a contact away from any major city. There may be some contact in small towns. Use it sparingly, but we expect most of the time you will be out ranging in a particular area. Not saying there won't be a town, but you'll have to do what you have to do.
Yeah, there's a reason why I haven't been itching to go back home since the collective picked me up.
We understand, however, you are the leading expert of the area. In fact, you're the only one here from Etheris.
Probably for good reason.
Exactly.
Because anybody else besides me from Etheris, they probably scream heresy and just cause complete chaos. And yeah.
So.
If you think I'm crazy, you should see these guys.
Right. Now, we understand the dangerous nature of this mission, so you will be given special individual access to the transport button, and you see your watches all light up. And
Ooh, what's that do?
don't hit it now, jeez.
Downloading app.
Updating for
I've
the 10
already
millionth
hit this
time.
thing. Do I just flash back into the same room?
No, you flash to a secure room on
The
the
bay
other
or whatever.
side of the collective.
Oh.
Hungry.
Security breach!
Where am I?
Fuck!
2219.
You're in a secure containment area. You're not
Is this
supposed to be here.
Etheris?
No.
No.
You're still on the collect. Hold on a second, and you hear. Hold on, and you get zapped back.
That was fun.
Right. So, Elieon, I know it's hard not to push the giant red button on your watch, but that
Did
is
you just
for
call me alien?
Elieon.
Elliot. Ellion.
Elieon.
He has an accent, Ellie.
What's an accent? He just sounds weird.
That's an
Yeah,
accent.
that's yeah.
All right. So, that is emergency access only,
Agatha,
and you.
push the button.
Not right now. We're briefing.
So please
After he leaves.
be sparing in its use, and only do it in a case of extreme emergency as life peril, death, danger. bounce you out because we cannot even guarantee we can get you back.
Back here?
Back to Etheris.
Oh, that's not a problem.
It may be deemed too dangerous to put you back.
Mm.
So if you punch out, there may not be any going back.
No, we're the punch line.
Yeah, dude. That's all right. I don't think
Doesn't know
after going
words.
there.
Elieon, just listen for right now, all right? Just.
But he's saying
listen.
the words wrong.
Just Hagatha
Just-
like has a lollipop or
Well-
something and gives it to Elieon.
what's that?
Just like, Elieon, here, put this in your mouth.
Okay.
That'll keep you busy for a minute.
That's yummy.
Good. I just work on that for a bit. Yeah, no, yeah, I don't think that's gonna be an issue because Ezra sucks. And probably just gonna do this job and be done with it, hopefully forever.
All right, find evil person using technology to
But are they supposed to chew it up?
mutate. To
Did you get to the center?
I already ate it.
Then yeah, you could chew on it.
Okay.
Just careful with your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
trying to find evil person using machines to be able to mutate creatures, and we're in the Castellan provinces, and we should use magic sparingly.
Yes.
All right. Cutter, the familiars might be a problem.
Well, Oog is a shadow, so he
Yeah.
blends.
Cutter glows.
My owl is an owl.
Ooh.
Cutter may just be a problem, period.
I mean, Elieon glows a little.
Yeah, but you'll be disguised. Can I get a collar for Cutter to make him look like a raven?
Do they make power dampeners?
He's like, yeah, sure, we can get one for your familiar. Unfortunately, it's programmed to be a dog.
All right, just gonna look weird if he starts flying.
Unfortunately, for some reason, the animal shapes have been a little funny. Technology-wise, it's the best one we've got.
It's Pomeranian, isn't it?
It's a corgi.
That's better. I approve of that. Little butt wiggle.
Oh.
You get him drunk enough, he'll do it.
All right, so
Good thing I have him vamped out, otherwise he would not be hearing any of this.
he is not a happy. He's not going to be a happy person.
Nope.
So, you have your mission. Is there any other questions of Flamand or Mix?
Any additional equipment?
Can I get a broom of flying?
Not in Etheris.
Unfortunately, the
Not from
magic items are restricted to what you have on you.
Well, guys, we need to fly under the radar and not make them think we're witches. Can I get the signature item of a witch?
I live like I said. There's a reason why I lived in the swamp, because I could be able to practice my magic without having to. So if I could just scare the shit out of everybody, and then we won't have to worry about disguises because there won't be anybody around. But then that kind of defeats the purpose. And then she starts doing that rambling thing where she's trying to validate to herself, because she does realize that after the asking, it's like, oh, yeah, that might not work. Never mind.
All right, I think we are good to go, sir. Are we leaving immediately?
No, you'll leave in the morning. We understand you are on quite the rush of missions as of late, and we have to give time for our man to be in place on the ground. And he will meet you at your location.
All right.
Cool. Oh, something with charm person, possibly.
Actually, Ray, there was one more thing I wanted to ask you. This is more mechanical.
Okay.
So the bronze skin plate armor that adheres directly to the skin, and it does write that I can put on clothes over it. Can I put on another suit of armor over it? Not like to raise my AC or anything. I have something else in mind.
What do you have in mind?
Well, I have this infusion for creating magical armor of strength that I haven't really been able to use because I can only infuse a non-magical armor, and the bronze skin armor is magical in the first place. So having the bronze armor on as under armor, and then the re-enchanting my plate mail armor with the armor of strength.
All right.
It's an iffy area, but this is more like DM decision as to whether it's functional.
You won't get any armor bonus from it. And I will say it is heavy, so you will lose speed. Because you're wearing 2 layers of heavy armor.
How much speed are we talking?
Lose 10 feet.
Yeah, I'll skip that then.
Yeah, because it's because that bronze armor essentially acts as
it's still 65 pounds, and I can carry both sets of armor.
Yeah.
But yeah, wearing that all over you. Okay, that makes sense.
Right.
All right, thank you.
Now, I will let you infuse that armor, and you can switch.
Okay.
As needed or as desired, so because you're strong enough to carry both. At this point, I think it would have to be one or the other.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
Eyes of Charming. There are spectacles that allow Warlock charm person spell 3 times a day.
Yeah, those look. We can make those look mundane enough, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, because then I can trade it in for the Pipes of Haunting, because I never used that.
Okay. Just be aware that if they pass, they will know someone has cast magic.
Yeah.
So.
But I feel like if something happens, and I have a really high charisma and all that fun stuff, so.
Yeah, unfortunately, the magical item comes with its own DC.
Right.
Yeah, so it's just 13, so I will let you have it. It's up to you.
Just in case.
All right. Yeah.
Mr. Greg, I have an idea for your friend Cutter.
All right. Yes.
Well, I could do something where you wouldn't have to worry about him. Well, it might be easier for me to show you.
Okay. I vamp Cutter in. Okay. I don't like sobriety. Sobriety is painful.
I out of my component pouch, I pull out my orb, which is my spell focus, and I just grab Cutter. Stop squirming! And I just place him. I place him on the ground. Wait! And I cast polymorph, and I turn him into a mastiff.
That work?
I just looked it up. Yes, you can cast polymorph on a familiar.
Yep.
Nice.
That works. I just realized I didn't have his chart up. He can't talk anymore, though, can he?
Wait. Can I retcon that? Sure. I try to turn him into a mastiff, but I accidentally turn him into a mule.
Whoops.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to
You-
turn you into a dog. I'm sorry. This is my first time doing it.
Meow.
Starts
Well,
eating
you
the
don't have
corner
to
of your
say it
robe.
like that. I'm sorry.
Starts eating your robe.
That's enough of that. I could turn you into a rat. You can ride Cutter now.
Oh, he's gonna love that.
Noted. Cutter, like looking down at Cutter with his conniving look. Translation: Turn me back. Turn me back.
Turning you into a crab? I can turn you into a crab.
No, not a crab.
All right, I will finish your spaghetti soup or stuff you'll have an early morning, and I'll see you. I'll see y'all when you get back.
All right. Thank you, Flatmay.
Yeah, flambe. Yeah. All right, and then he leaves.
Bye, flambe. Flambe.
Flambe.
Flambe. Creme brulee.
Je n'en sais.
So, y'all can take a night's rest.
Make some adjustments to the thing so we get like a good appearance that we like.
You know, we can tweak it a little bit. There's not a lot of customization options. You
Not yet.
Yeah, Greg, you get the idea that these are prototypes.
He's gonna tinker with them, isn't he?
If I have the time, he probably is gonna take it apart and see how it works and put it back together. Program a couple more images into it.
Greg, if you're gonna be messing with it, you might as well ask for an extra one just in case.
I don't need an extra one. I know what I'm doing.
I can fix that.
Cutter would have turned back to his original self overnight, actually. Technically within an hour.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh no, he's sitting over there and he's helping soldering stuff.
Laser comes out of the donkey's mouth.
Yeah.
It's funny, I dropped the spell a while ago, but I think he chose to stay as a donkey.
It's a donkey with lasers coming out of its face.
The collar you guys gave me liked the image, and now I'm stuck looking like a donkey.
It's a weird kind of donkey show.
At least I can talk now. I like that glitch. It's canon.
He's now stuck.
You got
when you mix two magics and it just doesn't I meant to we can say I meant to use one of my sorcery points to empower the spell, so maybe it would last longer, but I used transmuted spell and it just changed it somehow.
Yeah, it transmutes into the collar itself. So now
Yeah.
But now he's a donkey. Now he looks like a donkey, but now he looks like a little donkey.
Yeah, it's like he wasn't like a full size donkey. Now he's like a miniature donkey.
He's a teacup donkey.
Teacup donkey.
He can float.
It's a new breed of donkey. I can fly. I can fly.
Is his name Dom?
He can
Dominic?
talk.
Hee-haw, hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw.
Italian Christmas
No one
donkey.
will ever believe you that I can talk. Hee-haw, hee-haw.
Oh, all I can think of is Shrek.
Yep. So your night passes. You wake up in the morning. You gather your equipment. You head to your couch. Arrow says that I will be with you. Use me sparingly. Be caution, careful. Don't forget about your exit buttons. Good luck. Keep your arms, legs, and appendages inside the beam at all times, and enjoy the ride. And you get zapped into a forest. You immediately feel a normal feeling for you, Hagatha, but you feel a sense of danger, a creepiness, and oppression. The sky is gray. Everything's a little wet and a little damp, and it just feels gross and oppressive. There are no birds singing, just the wind shaking through the few trees in this area.
Very, very dead-esque.
Yes, like half alive, kind of dead vibe to it all.
We're right on the border between Castanella and Astoya, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. If you will refer to 020,
Beep, beep, beep.
you will see you have all appeared there.
Have we?
Yep, bottom of the screen. Bottom of
I'm
the
still on the.
Oh yeah. Hold on, I forgot to move it. Yeah. I see it here. There you go.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, I'm still Nuki.
Yeah, I couldn't find. I don't have
It's been 2 weeks. It's been the 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't have your image up, but you're. I can
That's okay.
do.
We can just use that one for right now.
Yeah.
We don't have that much time left.
Yeah, what I can do though is change your name to the appropriate name.
Ooh.
There. So you land.
Greg, you're massive.
Thank you. I mean, I did some exercise earlier, so yeah, I'm a little bit bigger than normal.
Into this forest, and you hear out of the tree to your left, you hear a voice. Are y'all the ones here to help?
Are you James Barlow, sir?
That would be me.
Then yes, we are here to help.
Materializing out of this tree, you do see a interesting looking creature. Doesn't really look like his token. You see a male figure. Trench coat, pants, boots, all black. Large brim hat kind of tilted low over the face, but his skin is a blue-green. And he has little tendrils hanging from here like a little beard. And he looks up and you see his white eyes. He has 2 swords on his hip, a bow on his back, and in his hand he has a very interesting looking firearm. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm James Barlow. I've been sent here by the Inquisitors of the Atheros area and the military to hunt down these magical creatures, mutations of sort.
Is he talking about me?
No, shh.
No, you're fine. Pat him on the shoulder.
Who have I the pleasure of speaking with and finding in my company?
kind of nudge Hagatha.
Oh, I'm Hagatha. I've got Greg and Elieon and Cotter and my shadow
Flying
Ook.
donkey.
Yeah, Cotter is a flying donkey. Mm.
All right, well, you might want to tell Cutter to keep his feet on the ground. Never know who's out here watching.
Yeah.
You know, you can talk to me directly, sir. I'm not like some animal.
A flying, talking donkey.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be great.
Do you want me to change him?
I think that's the collar that we gave him. I think it's just permanently taken on that image for now.
I can try to do it again.
Don't know.
Let's maybe hold
not
up.
here.
We're not in safe territory yet.
All
I'm
right.
curious to see how it might happen if we do that later.
Now, I will warn y'all, magic is not the best thing to do around here, especially in the province if we head further south. It's not good anywhere, but especially further south. Now,
Well, good thing we're not headed south.
Right. Now...
Are we headed south?
We might be.
Oh,
yeah.
I've currently tracked a group of these mutations to just in the clearing here. They are distracted currently by a meal of travelers. Unfortunately, I was not in a position to save anyone. But we do need to remove them if you are willing to show me what you have.
Of course. Do we have our holograms up yet? Or okay.
Now,
of course, sir.
Now, I have my feelings about magic, but I'm willing to put them aside for the safety of people. They're more important than my personal takes. Just know if you use your magic against me, I will end you.
Hagatha puts the sack back down.
Were you about to sack James Barlow?
Just getting antsy.
Sorry, but we need him to survive this, because assuming this is like pre the start of our actual Etheris game.
This
right?
is alternate timeline. This is a different
timeline.
James Barlow. Okay. I did base him off
James Barlow who stayed. Okay.
And this is a different James Barlow. So he motions you over to because yes, it's mapped here, but I would say in this general area here there is shrubbery for you all to hide in.
A shrubbery.
A shrubbery.
Okay.
And
I need to fix my HP.
And let's reveal. Lair. Bye-bye.
Come on.
You see these creatures. They are covered in gore and blood, munching on 5 different former humans, now considered dinner. The tokens here pictured are were creatures, but I want you to imagine if you took a rat and a human and just slammed it together, it is this monstrosity.
Like patchy fur.
It's skin. Patchy fur. There's still human elements. There's rat elements.
There's like major stitch marks.
There's stitch marks. There's scars. There's like one arm is more not an arm but more of a rat leg than an actual arm, and it is just and you see 2 different types of creatures. There's these 2 rat ones and 2 ones that have seemed to be merged with some sort of boar creature.
I'm just getting like images of like Lovecraft country.
Yeah, it is. These things are vile. And we can do initiative rolls, but you guys will have a surprise round.
Ooh.
Woo!
But let me.
Well, Agatha's gonna have a hard time because she uses nothing but magic.
All right. You get the
Well, you
set.
can use your magic, just don't use it in like the public area.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, true to Agatha, she rolled a 7.
Cool.
Never seems to get above a 10.
I rolled a 9.
Fun.
I rolled an 18, and my initiative is +1 now. So that's a 19.
Nice, nice. Alright, add you. Add Mr. Barlow.
Mr. Barlow.
Add a Hagatha. And add an Elieon. Alright, let's roll for Jamma Jams here.
Hold up. Are the people we're up against Edward?
No.
Said alternate timeline. Is this Edward?
No.
Dr. E. coli. That's,
Alright.
it's Douglas's character's name.
Yep.
Is Edward coli. Dr. E. coli.
Elieon, what'd you get again?
I got a 19.
19, alright. Hagatha was an 8.
7.
7.
Yeah, she doesn't have any pluses to her initiative.
Alright, let me roll for my critters here. Rare, the rats are... Alright. I'll be doing... 50.
Party wizard.
I should have probably had this all pre-rolled. Alright, now my other ones. Alright.
Oh, my goodness.
Nope, wrong map. This way. Oh, there it is. Alright, this one he got himself 8, and that one got himself a 6. Alright, so top of the order as per usual. Brian.
Okay. So I have a 60-foot range from this, and I've been told not to do magic.
Elion's first fight. Oh, how is this gonna
yeah.
go?
It's gonna go great, so I'm gonna roll.
Fireball.
I mean, I could do that. That's a 17 plus 4.
Okay.
So 21 to hit.
Who are you hitting?
Let's say that first guy next to the woodpile. Yeah,
Okay.
I am. Is he 60 feet? He's 50 feet. Perfect. All right. So that hits him, yeah?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Oh shit, I dropped it. Okay. Okay. He takes 3 points of damage as I throw a boomerang at him.
Okay. Hold on, let me write this down. 3 points of damage. All right.
And it doesn't say it returns. It says it returns on a miss.
So it hits and thumps to the ground. You have a boomerang in that square, essentially.
Okay.
Weird that it only returns if it misses.
Yeah.
That's
I
so
mean,
weird.
it makes sense. If you hit something with it, it's gonna stop where it hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just such a weird. Okay.
Such a wasted turn. Okay. I don't have another one of those, so I don't know what I'm gonna do next.
Elieon, you can use magic, just don't go too crazy.
But he said
Or
not to use magic.
Yeah,
Wait, so I can use magic?
yeah, go for it. I got you, boo boo.
Oh, okay. And that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Next up would be Mr. Barlow, and he's going to shoot at the same guy with his longbow. And that will hit.
I imagine I just hear laughing in the field.
Ooh, a bunch of damage. Oh yeah, that hits. Just making sure it hits, and that will be, where was it?
Just gets smacked over there. It's like, what the frick is throwing sticks? Is that a boomerang?
All right, and
Guys, I found a boomerang!
it is a surprise.
Sorry.
It is a surprise round, so Greg, you will get to go.
Huzzah! Greg, beating someone who's using firearms, he's gonna step forward. He's going to bonus action, Giant's Might, move up one size category.
I will say the illusion does break because it can't fit your large size.
Gotcha. Well, all equipment enlarges with me.
Right, so it's
but the collar
collar
is exclusively for a medium size.
Yeah, the collar expands with you, but the physical hologram illusion can't expand with you.
It
So wait,
covers your
there's like
leg.
a holographic. There's like my holographic form, and then there's the big giant form hulking around it.
Yeah. It is a very odd-looking situation.
Greg's illusionary form's spirit animal is a half orc. All right. I can hit if I do this right. I can hit 4. I'm assuming they're aware of us at least, even though it's a surprise round.
It's still the surprise round, so you're like the boomerang, the arrow, your giant smite, and your next thing, and then whatever Hagatha does, they all go off at the same time.
Gotcha. But it's not like at advantage as if we were hiding, right?
Right.
Okay. Cool. So 2 attacks, 1 at this guy, 1 at this guy. Both will be using sharpshooter.
Okay.
Using lightning launcher.
Right. And I color-coded them for your convenience.
Oh, so
That
convenient.
one almost with that for 20. I'm pretty sure a 5 doesn't hit.
No.
That's what my thing is, right? Yeah. Does a 10 hit?
Which guy?
The second guy, this guy.
The blue guy?
Yeah.
10 misses.
Okay. Action surge. Bolt of lightning at this guy and a bolt of lightning at this guy.
Okay.
Also sharpshooter. Don't embarrass me in front of the guy with the burning gun.
Don't embarrass me.
And embarrassing me in front of the guy with the burning gun. 10 was the highest.
10 misses.
Sorry, I don't normally have this problem.
What, performing on command?
Shut up.
And
Misfiring?
That first. Frick. Fairy fire from Cutter.
all right.
Right over here. I should have done this first.
It
Fairy
gets
fire.
those 3.
Right,
They get
yeah, try and catch those 3. She should be able to.
They do dex, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
that's
gonna
cool.
do that. No, I don't have to.
Assuming it works.
What's the
12.
what's the dex save?
12.
12.
Oh, mine would have been 17.
Yeah, Cutter doesn't have a high deck save.
The blue guy, the blue rat, passes.
The other two fail?
The other two fail.
Woo! God, I wish I had done that first. It's been 2 weeks.
So green and red have
Green and red
advantage
are glitter
on-
bombs. Oh, it's a gold. Yeah, it's a gold glitter bomb.
gold glitter.
Which is funny because you just see this donkey, which is floating, open its mouth, a little firework shoots out, and
Nice.
All right. That will bring us.
he's gonna float down behind my calf, I guess.
All right. That'll bring us to the Hagatha.
Who the heck is it? Bonus action, summon tentacle. Who? We're gonna go with Taz tentacle. Taz tentacle is
All right.
tentacle for today. How far can I send them out again? It's been a hot minute. I can move up within 30 feet, but how far can I cast it?
Should be pretty far.
Yeah. So I'd say up to like bonus action. I can move it up to 30 feet, but I can't.
Well,
I think you can drop it within like 60 feet of yourself.
yeah, let's say 60
Yeah.
feet, and that'll get everybody here. So.
Yeah. So let's
You can put it near anyone.
Yeah, let's put it on. Was that orange?
That guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's put Taz there.
Yep.
Taz will do his little tentacle-y thing. On a hit. Okay. Yeah. That's a 10. 16.
16 will hit.
1d8. Gah. 4. 7 points of cold damage, and they lose 5 feet of movement for a round.
All right. So his speed is 5 less.
And for my main action, or actually I'm going to do movement, I'm going to go 5, 10, 15. And I'm going to Eldritch Blast, red, blue, and green. No, I only get 2, how many do I get? I get 3, don't I? Or is it just 2? Oh, 2 beams, sorry.
2.
I'm not there.
Okay.
2. So I'm going to do beams at red and green, seeing how they get both advantage anyway. So.
All right. Roll 2 attacks at advantage.
Yeah. So one of them is a 15 on die. 15.
That'll hit.
Yeah. And then for the second one, yeah. And it's a 16.
That'll hit as well.
All right. So we got. Now, do you want me to do damage separately? Right? I forget how I was doing that. It was 1d10.
D10 per ray.
Yeah. D10
Per
per
ray.
ray.
So one of them is 10, and the other. Oh wait, I'm sorry. One of them is 13, and the other one is 5. So either one is.
So we'll
5
do 13 to the red guy and 5 to the
Yeah.
other one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
And that's force damage. And yeah, that's it.
Alright, let me check this one guy. Alright. Cool. Alright. Well, that will bring us to the top of the round. However, And I think we'll leave it there. Pick up combat next time. I know, we just got into it. You guys got your surprise round off.
Yeah.
I missed 4 times with a bolt of lightning.
Fired and missed. Fired and missed.
Fired and I missed and I missed
And I didn't
fired.
even think, oh wait, Cutter has fairy fire. I can try that first.
Some
to try
ice
and
cream
get
that I
advantage
missed
on
again.
second attacks.
So, if you're interested in seeing Greg miss more, join us next week at the same time. At the same time here on Twitch and YouTube at 7. We'll be back here playing again. So, again, we're interested in doing more happy hour, little 1 hour, hour and a half little games. Let us know if you'd like to see that. Message, comments on any of our social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, here on Twitch or YouTube. We'll see it. But we want to thank you all for watching and joining with us as we head into the world of Etheris and the mutants. And we'll see you all next Tuesday. Bye.
Bye-bye.